Hey guys, so welcome back down to the channel. Now the interaction has been great recently and it's been lovely to see a load of messages and all your guys' comments, especially on the recent Q&A video. And if you haven't seen the recent Q&A, make sure you hop over to that video and have a quick look at that as well. One of the most asked questions that we get here on the channel is about trying to explain some of the rules. And of course, one of the most controversial of them all is the foul and a miss rule. In this video, I'm going to try and explain what it is, what it means, how it works. Ultimately, the foul and a miss rule is all about whether you make contact with the ball on, that means the ball you're trying to hit, or if the referee thinks you didn't make a good enough attempt to strike that ball, let's say if you're in a snookered position. If the referee thinks that you perhaps not made your best effort, then the referee can call foul and a miss. Now, it was way back in 1992, I believe, that the foul and a miss rule, as we know it today, was brought back into snooker. And I do this because the foul and a miss rule actually has always been in the rules of snooker. In 1992, it caused uproar when it was brought back into the game. But as I say, it was actually always there. It was just perhaps, I think, maybe left more to sort of the referee's discretion rather than being a hard and fast rule. Basically, if you're in a safety situation, if you're playing a safety shot, you see it a lot, don't you, where the player is trying to strike that object ball, the ball on in this situation is usually a red. They just miss it by a millimetre, but they're trying to catch the paintwork of the red. They're trying to skim the edge of it and they miss it totally. That will always be a foul and a miss. If you do that 3 times in a situation where you can hit one of the balls on full ball or full in the face, as we sort of say in the trade, then you lose the frame. And after the second time, the referee will always warn you. So it's quite a complex rule. It's one of those rules that actually sometimes isn't even played at amateur level or in clubs or in leagues around the UK and Ireland, around the world even. Some leagues don't actually like the foul and a miss rule. And there is a little bit of talk going around on the tour at the moment about possible, replacements for the rule. Is it perhaps time to go away from it? But it was brought back into the game in the early 90s to stop the deliberate miss. Players had become so good at attempting to get out of a snooker or trying to play that safety shot and missing the ball on purpose, basically, that the referees and the players of the time, I think, got together and said, we need to do something to stop this. So yeah, in a situation where you miss the ball on twice, you will then be warned and the referee will tell you that if you make a foul and a miss on the 3rd attempt, then you will lose the frame. But that only counts when you can see the ball on directly full in the face. Not to be confused with the free ball rule, which is where you must be able to hit both extreme edges of the ball on. Now, that's a totally different rule. People get them confused and think that being able to hit the object ball full on is the same as being able to hit both sides or the 2 extreme edges, as it says in the rules. They're not the same thing. And we might do another video explaining the free ball rule and that both edges thing, that extreme edges of the object ball. We might do a different video about that because that's a Pandora's box all of its own. But the foul and a miss rule is quite complex and you see it in almost every match. Plenty of players now over the years have lost frames because of the foul and a miss. I'm one of them and it's pretty embarrassing when it does happen. But if you can hit that object ball full in the face and you miss it 3 times, you're going to lose the frame. That's enough talking. Let's get on the table and let me try and explain it to you from there. Right, so we're back at the table. We're going to talk it through with the game in play. It's a little bit easier rather than just sitting in a chair and walking you through the rule book. Now, the miss rule is all about whether you can see the object ball, or as they refer to it in the rules as the ball on. It's all about whether you can see that ball full in the face or full ball. It's not about whether you can see both sides of it, and that's something I see getting wrong all the time. Some very famous players over the years have got that rule confused. That's about the free ball. Now, with the foul and a miss, I come to the table. It's obvious that I can see that red, the object ball in this case, full in the face. There's nothing in my way. There's no other ball obscuring a side of it or half of it or anything. And so my shot here that I'm trying to play is to skim the red into the black and bring the cue ball home for safety and defense. But I'm going to err, as all pros do, on the side of missing the red altogether. That brings in the foul and a miss rule. So no side spin on the cue ball, trying to clip the red thin, and missed it altogether. Now, in a frame situation, once the ball had come to a rest, that would be a foul and a miss because I can see the red full ball. I can hit it full ball. Let's say that my opponent asks for it to be replaced. Now I make a tiny adjustment. I get down, I'm still playing the same shot, back to ball, clip the red to the black, but I've missed it again. Now, this is where the rule is important to understand. It's a foul and a miss. Again, the opponent wants the ball replaced, nothing wrong with that. But now, because I can see the red full ball, full in the face, the referee would now warn me something along the lines of, if you fail to make contact with the ball on after this stroke, or if I have to call a foul and a miss after this stroke, I will award the frame to your opponent. And let me tell you, as somebody who's had that happen to them, it's very, very embarrassing. So now I've got to play the same shot. What tends to happen here is that the player will find a different shot to play. They won't dare try and play it. I'm going to try and play the same shot just for you guys. Let's see if I can skim this red onto the black. Try and be brave. Oh, I did just clip it. Very, very fine. And that would have rescued the situation. Now that's all well and good when you can see the ball full in the face. What happens when there's more balls on the table? Okay, so we've reset the table and I'm going to show you a totally different but quite similar example of the miss rule in action. You can see the same sort of shot as we played a moment ago. The shot I want to play in this situation is to skim off that red again towards the black, bring the cue ball back home, but you can see there are a lot more balls on the table. Now tactically, I'm choosing to play the red by the black because I don't want to play the reds that are in the cluster and move them around. I don't know where they're going to go. If I chip the red off the side cushion and back, I don't know where it's going to finish. That red by the black cushion is awkward. So I'm choosing from a tactical point of view to play that red that's near the black. What's interesting here though is that the blue is blocking the path to a full ball contact on that red. So I can only see about half of this red. And it would be easy now to make the mistake of thinking the foul and a miss isn't in play. Anyway, I'm going to play it and I'm going to try and skim the edge, knock the red towards the black and bring the cue ball back. But I've missed it. Now, I think many amateurs playing this great game of ours would walk away from that thinking that that was just a foul four because it can't be called a miss because I can't see the object ball full in the face. But interestingly, when it's all about the reds, when you're playing reds and there's multiple reds on the table, the ball on is any red. The fact that I've chosen to play that red is irrelevant. Now, when it gets down to the colours, obviously the ball on is the colour that's on the table. But when it's reds, it can be any red. So from this position, I'm choosing to play that red by the black to gain a tactical advantage. But as you can clearly see, I can hit that red on the side cushion full in the face, I can hit the red on the black cushion full in the face, and I can hit that red that's two from the pink full in the face. And in fact, the ball on, which is the red, again, I keep repeating it, cannot be blocked by another ball on. So in theory, I can hit several of those reds full in the face, even though they are physically blocked by another red. It's all in the wording, this rule, and that ball on element is massive. So if that happened in a match, the referee would call foul and a miss again. So let's have another go. Again, thin edge on the red. Missed it again, and we've seen it before. The referee foul and a miss. This ball would get replaced. And again, because I can see one of the balls on here, one of those reds that's in play, I can see them full in the face. I can hit it full ball, that referee would be into me again now. I'd be getting warned for the second time in just a few minutes. That's not good, is it? It's like being back at school. If you don't hit this red, if I have to call a foul and a miss after the next shot, you will lose the frame. And the opponent would be sat in the chair and they would just give the nod. They probably wouldn't even say anything. Let's get down, final time, third time. If I don't hit the red, I lose the frame. Listen, I hope you've enjoyed the video. There was lots of questions asking for an explainer about the foul and a miss rule. It is one of the more complex rules. It's all about the wording. Ball on is all very, very important. Can you see the ball on full in the face? It's not about being able to see both extreme edges. Guys, if you have liked the video, make sure to hit that like button, smash the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, and I'll see you next time.